Hi, I'm Adam Yenser, and welcome to the Canceled News, the show viewers are calling stellar as always, and Google's advertising algorithm is calling dangerous or derogatory content. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. As you can see, YouTube's algorithms don't like me. Last week's episode was at over 200 views in 2 days, then for no reason, YouTube knocked it down to 159. So subscribing and commenting is the only way I can tell how many people are watching. And for my part, I'm going to try to do a better job of responding to comments. Comment below and I'll try to reply. That opening review was from Tony Cole, so thank you for that. But I need more of you to comment, because right now, my top commenter is someone who goes by hot retarded chicks. First of all, that's an offensive and outdated term. We don't say that anymore. It's not okay. They're not hot retarded chicks. They're attractive retarded ladies. And I can't tell if this is a real account or not, because I've never met hot retarded chicks. I don't know any hot retarded chicks. I've never seen hot retarded chicks. It could be a fake account. But if you are real, thank you. I disapprove of your name, but I do like getting positive attention from hot retarded chicks. Now let's get some more commenters so I don't have to keep saying that. Now here's what's in the news. This past Saturday marked the first time Juneteenth was observed as a national holiday after President Biden signed it into law. Millions of Americans celebrated the end of slavery in Texas with fireworks, barbecues, and parades, while President Biden celebrated by sniffing a little girl who was well under the age of Juneteenth. IKEA offered a special Juneteenth menu, which included fried chicken and watermelon, and obviously many people were rightly disgusted that IKEA serves food. Carl Nassib of the Las Vegas Raiders became the first active NFL player to come out as gay. I mean, this guy likes dudes almost as much as Rob Gronkowski likes Tom Brady. Now I want to give a shout out to another commenter. This is from Kevin Jackson, who's been following the show for a long time. Kevin wrote this on April 3rd. Very funny this time. I appreciate that, Kevin. I did 41 episodes before that, so I'm glad it was funny that time. Hope this time is funny too. This week, Laurel Hubbard, an athlete from New Zealand, qualified to become the Olympics' first transgender female weightlifter. I'll be honest, I don't know if it's fair to make the other female athletes compete against Kiwis. Laurel is expected to destroy the biological women in the new event, opening a pickle jar. Now here's another comment from a fan. This is from Ryan S. from an episode I did 3 months ago. Died at the opening a pickle jar bit. Sometimes I recycle material. Former Cubs World Series MVP Ben Zobrist is suing his pastor for sleeping with his wife. When asked for comment, Zobrist said, "I'm still in shock. I just can't believe that the Cubs won the World Series." Pete Davidson says he doesn't know if he will return to SNL next season. Pete said it would be nice to take a break from the show and get back to making people laugh again. For the first time ever, Sesame Street featured a gay family with 2 dads, and no one was more upset about Sesame Street's new gay couple than their other new character, Bigot Bird. It's a callback to last week's episode. I'm sure hot retarded chicks will remember that one. You can tell the 2 gay dads apart on Sesame Street because one is a Grover and the other is a shower. Now I want to give a shout out to another commenter. This is from Daniel Shelley, who writes first on literally every single episode. Thank you for being such a loyal fan. And Dan is also a writer on the show, so please focus more on writing jokes rather than writing first on every episode, so I don't have to reuse the pickle jar bit. Rudy Giuliani's law license was suspended this week, which means he'll have to cancel his upcoming series, Judge Rudy. On July 8th, McDonald's will launch its first ever loyalty program for frequent customers. Each time you order an extra value meal, they punch a hole in your belt. Then when you collect 12, you get a free stent. According to a new report, President Trump once considered sending infected Americans to Guantanamo Bay, which sounds bad until you remember previous presidents sent many people to Guantanamo Bay for no reason at all. Now I want to take a moment to respond to another quick comment. This is from Brian Hempel, a childhood friend of mine who I have not spoken to in 18 years. He wrote this on my March 1st episode. Hey, not sure if you remember me, we were in Boy Scouts together. I followed a link on Dan Shelley's Facebook page here. I think a lot of the stuff on your clips are really funny. I was hoping to comment on the end portion of your video though. Your observation that Coca-Cola's request to be less white highlights that corporations are out of touch. Hopefully most people would agree with you. That being said, I think it would most likely be more productive to attack said corporations than mock marginalized and terrorized populations. Not solely because it's in incredibly poor taste after the recent attacks, but additionally because it's just really cheap humor at the expense of others. Troop 442 taught us better than that. I think I get what you're trying to do. Act inappropriately and place blame on the social message you're receiving from a corporation in order to showcase problematic left thinking, and moreover revel in complaints you receive about acting in a manner that corporations request of you, etc. There are two problems with this. You don't actually have any followers that this would have any sort of impact on, and by acting in this manner, all you do is become the bully that you're supposedly rallying against. I think you'd get better responses if you dig a little deeper and actually attack the problematic corporations than relying on repugnant stereotypes to poorly get your message across. Because after all, not all stereotypes are true, right? It's not like all men that like butterflies are homosexuals, right? Anyway, keep up the good work, and I hope to see better content in the future. Brian, I'm sorry, but I have to take exception with some of what you said because I strongly disagree. We were in Boy Scout Troop 71, not 442. The Emmys will now allow winners to remove gender-specific terms from their statues. So I'm going to see if they can file these boobs off and add a pants bulge. Maybe they can put Laurel the weightlifter on there. A woman in Texas was robbed at gunpoint while on a work Zoom call. The robbers took her credit card number, so like most Zoom meetings, they could have accomplished the same thing with an email. Harrison Ford injured his shoulder while rehearsing a fight scene for Indiana Jones 5. Ford has had other on-set mishaps, like in 2014 when he broke his leg on the set of The Force Awakens, and in 2008 when he agreed to make the Crystal Skull. A man in Austria is facing prison time after sharing pictures of a swastika tattooed on his testicles, which is insane. I would never, ever share pictures of the swastika I have tattooed on my testicles. Bitcoin turned negative for the year and is now dropped below $30,000. On a positive note, fewer people are asking me to explain what Bitcoin is. One of Megan Rapinoe's old tweets has resurfaced in which she says someone squinting has Asian eyes. Squinting is more appropriately referred to as that face one makes when trying to determine Megan Rapinoe's gender. Similarly, after videos surfaced showing her mouthing an Asian slur and talking in an Asian accent, Billie Eilish apologized, saying, "Me so sorry." And to be clear, that joke is not meant to offend Asian people. It's meant to offend Brian Hempel.